Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to start our topic of chemistry. The first topic of the 10th class chemistry, that is a chapter number 9. Its name is chemical equilibrium. Today we are going to start to study about how the chemical equilibrium is established in the human and the plants, and how they are established in the chemical reactions, and what are the importance of the chemical equilibrium in the chemical reaction. You can see in the example as I have shown you in the reaction, the human produces carbon dioxide which is used by the plants. Plant use the carbon dioxide to make the to do the photosynthesis, and that prepared the food. In the the byproduct of the plant's production of glucose and oxygen. The product is glucose and the byproduct is oxygen, which is exhaled by the plants. Extra oxygen which plant are not going to use in the respiration as well. This oxygen was consumed by the humans, which is used for the digestion of the food as well as for the breathing process. This is the chemical equilibrium which is established by the nature, and which is very important for the human life as well as for the plant. Then this dynamic equilibrium, this is the type of one equilibrium that we can see in the environment as a practical example. Now we are going to study about the chemical reactions. We used to know about the chemical reactions take place in the humans, in the animals, in the plants, and how they establish the chemical equilibrium in the daily life. For it is very important to understand what is a chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is basically a reaction in which the two reactants or raw materials combine and undergoes a chemical change and converted into the product. The process in which the reactants are converted into the products, the new thing is born which is totally different from its reactants. That is called a chemical reaction. You can see I have drawn a chemical reaction in which A and B are the reactants. Okay, and they converted into a product which is C and D. The properties of the reactants and the products are entirely different from each other, and this process is called a chemical reaction. In this chapter we are going through two types of chemical reaction. First is irreversible. The first one is the reversible chemical reaction, and the other one is the irreversible chemical reaction. First we talk about the reversible chemical reaction, in which our product are completely converted into the reactants, and it was shown by the single arrow. I can give you the example of the water. Hydrogen and oxygen mixed with together and converted into the water. This is the example of the chemical reaction. Hydrogen is a gas and oxygen also is a gas, but they convert it into a liquid, that is called a water. The other example is the reversible. The other one example is the reversible reaction. In this reaction, the products are again converted into the reactant. You can see in the above reaction, you can see that A and B are converted into C and D. Then again C and D are converting into A and B. This shows this is a reversible reaction. If C and D is not again converted into A and B, then it will be a irreversible reaction. See, this is the process. These are two types of reaction we are going to through in this chapter. But as the A and B are converted into C and D, so this is the if A and B converted into C and D and do not again converted into A and B, then it is called a reversible reaction. And if they are then it is called irreversible reaction. If A and B converted into C and D and C and D again converted into A and B, then it is called a reversible reaction. This is two types of the reaction. A reversible reaction further have two types, forward and the reverse reaction. The reaction in which the reactants are converted into the products, they are called forward reaction, and when the products are again converting into the reactant, these are called a reverse reaction. These are the two types of equilibrium reaction, forward reaction and the reverse reaction. We can see the further more example of hydrogen iodide. You can see in the reaction that hydrogen and iodine are converting into hydrogen iodide. The above reaction in which hydrogen and iodine are converting into hydrogen iodide, this is called a forward reaction. And if hydrogen iodide is converted again into hydrogen and iodine, this is called reverse reaction. If they both reactions are occurred side by side, this is called dynamic equilibrium. In the starting of the reaction, because iodine have the purple color, so you can see that in the container that the reactants are of purple color. When they are converting into the products into hydrogen iodide, it will be colorless. But again you will see after some time they are again converting into purple color. It means that reactant are converting into the products and products are again reacting into the reactant. This is called dynamic equilibrium, which is important for the closed system. It always occurred in the closed system. If your system is open, the system is that in which we are taking the reaction in the container in which the reaction is taking place. If the system is not closed, then the dynamic equilibrium will never be established. So it is very important to convert the reactant into the product and again product into the reactant. It is very important to have the closed system. For the forward and the reverse reaction, it is very important to have the closed system, and through this we can find out how the if the system is closed, if the system is open, the reactant will convert it into the product and product will never go again converting into the reactant. You can this is the properties of the dynamic equilibrium and forward and reverse reaction. You can see that in the forward reaction, in the forward reaction, the amount of reactants are more, and after some time in the reverse reaction is the amount of product is more. You can also judge each through the a graphical presentation. We will make a graph between the concentration and the other thing is the time. At the start of the time, it is a forward reaction is more than the reverse reaction, and in the starting the reverse reaction is slow. A time will come then the forward and reverse reaction both become equal. This state is called dynamic equilibrium. This state is called dynamic equilibrium, in which the rate of forward and the reverse reaction both are equal, and in this process the amount of reactant as well as product will be equal. There is no change in the amount of reactant and product. This is your forward reaction which is starting, which is this is your reverse reaction which is raised time by time, and this is the forward reaction which is slowed down with the passage of time. And this is the time where the dynamic equilibrium is established, when the reactants are converted into the products and products are converting into the reactant at the same time with the same rate. These are some properties of the dynamic equilibrium. Further, dynamic equilibrium have two types. We can discuss these two types. The first one is the static equilibrium, and the other one is the dynamic equilibrium. We are talking about the dynamic equilibrium, but these are the two types of the equilibrium, static and dynamic. Static equilibrium is that equilibrium in which the things are at stationary position. Stationary position means things are at stop. Like building is standing, your book is in the table, your pen is on the table. Yes, your building is standing without any problem until unless there is a external flow supply on it. That is called static equilibrium. And dynamic equilibrium is that equilibrium in which the things are moving in equilibrium. If car is running on the road without any problem, then it is a dynamic equilibrium. Scientifically we can say that dynamic equilibrium is that equilibrium in which the rate of forward and reverse reaction, rate of forward reaction, a forward reaction is equal to the rate of reverse reaction. This is called dynamic equilibrium. So in these all the things we come to know there are in the chemical equilibrium state there are forward and the reverse reaction, as well as we come to know that after some time forward reactions and reverse reactions become equal. If the system is closed, then the position is dynamic equilibrium, and in dynamic equilibrium rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of the reverse reaction. Thank you very much.